Hi, this is Roy from Exclusive Outdoors. I'm going to show you how to be safe when climbing a tree with a tree climber such as a Summit, Lone Wolf, or those types of tree climbers. The necessary equipment you're definitely going to need without a doubt is a safety harness. No one should climb a tree without a safety harness, whether it's a tree climber, whether it's a lock-on stand, whether it's a ladder stand. Nobody should climb one without a proper safety harness attached to them. I use a hunter safety system, as you can see. Pro Series vests. I love them. Very easy to use, very easy to put on, as you can see. I used to use a Summit type of harness. Didn't particularly care for it. And it just would get tangled up, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. But this one right here is very easy to put on, as you can see. I'm pretty much done. And they have little adjustment buckles for you to adjust. You can adjust. See, as I'm adjusting, I can adjust it as I want to fit. And you can also adjust this thing, and then you have your safety lanyard. So I have that I use when in the field, and I also have this. This is the one I started with. This is a Summit harness. As you can see, it looks very complex and very overwhelming for somebody that's just getting into the sport. These usually come when you buy a Summit tree stand from Summit themselves. As you can see, this is the top. I took out the little loop out of it, and I'm using it for this one. But this is basically what it is. It gets tangled. It's a tangled mess, and I just don't want to play with it. It's not pleasant. So that's another type of safety harness you can use. I also have a safety rope to hook to my lanyard. This is a Krutch knot. It slides up and down, so you can position yourself how you want it. And basically, all you do is just slide it through here. While you wrap it around the tree and slide it through here, and then you hook it. You hook through here, which I'll show you in a little bit on how to do that. And we'll put this right here. And then I always have my bow and pack rope that I hook to my tree stand when I'm climbing a tree. My bow stays at the bottom, my pack stays at the bottom, and when I get to the preferred height that I want to be in, I then start pulling. I'll strap everything down and then start pulling everything up. So you need to have this. Nobody should be climbing any tree stand with any rifle on their back or any bow on their back or any bow in their hand. It's just not necessary. Just take the time, do what you have to do. Get one like this. This one's about 25 foot long, because I usually get about 20 to 25 foot up in the tree. So it's very convenient for me to have that. And then I have my pack. So we're gonna cut away for a second and come back, and I'll set up this tree stand that I have over here. This is my Summit that I use in the field when I'm hunting public land. It's Summit Viper SS. It's 21 pounds, so it's very light, very easy to maneuver and everything. So what I'll do is I'll set this up, and then I'll go into climbing the tree and showing you exactly what I mean with the rope and everything and how to hook everything. Okay, I'm back here fixing to climb up the tree. Got all my stuff set up, got the bow rope hooked to my bow and my pack. Just using this for demonstration purposes, just to give you the full effect. I got the tree stand set up around the tree. Make sure you pick the proper tree. I'm going to come over here and show you. This tree right here has a hard bark on it, so the tree stands tend to slip from time to time on it, so it makes it very difficult to climb, but it can be climbed. This one is a pretty good tree to climb, so trees that you pick is very essential when climbing. That's another component of it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get on everything, get on the tree stand and start climbing up. I got my bottom section set up like this. It looks a little angled, but as you get up, it'll level out. I have it this way because a lot of times when you climb and you don't have it set properly, it'll start sagging. So it's a mess when you get up there. You gotta start trying to adjust it. And I know they got videos out there, people showing you how to adjust these things in a tree, but it's not safe to do it. You're putting yourself at risk by doing that. So just do it the right way, and I'll show you how to get up here properly and have it at an angle, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and proceed to go ahead and do that right now. So as you can see, I got my top section of my tree climber up there high enough to where I can just do this number here, climb up, and climb up, okay? make sure you have all the essential components of when you're fixing to climb this tree. I have this little strap that comes in. It helps. This little strap is actually what holds you stand together when you're in the woods walking, so it doesn't make that much noise. It also doubles as when you get to the top of the tree to strap yourself in. Now I'm going to go ahead and proceed to stick my feet in the stirrups like this, okay? And I have my safety rope right here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap that around the tree just like so. And of course, like if I was hunting, I wouldn't really pick this tree to climb. This is just to give y'all guys an example. It's kind of a little too leafy for me and all that mess, but I'm gonna go ahead and set this up like this. And as you can see, it wraps through that loop around the tree. Now I'm ready to come around and hook this. Unscrews, this screws just like this. And it hooks into that Krutch knot. And then you just screw it back. There's many types of these, but I love this one. And it just screws back, so it's not going nowhere. So what I'll do is now, I'll set my top section up and proceed to go ahead and climb the tree. Okay? Okay, and as I get higher up, I'll reset my safety horn. And I'm not going to go to full 25 foot I normally go, but this is just to give you an idea of the proper technique on how to climb. And what you need is the most important to stay safe. And I'm going to continue to climb up as such. And make sure your tree stand gets a good bite. But anyway, this is about as far as I'm going to go for the demonstration purpose of proper tree stand safety. And of course, like I said, you would have all this stuff normally. And that's pretty much it right there. And I'm going to readjust my seat. And then once you get to where you're comfortable, you can shoot your bow. You might want to feel it out, see if it's okay. See, sometimes you may have to come up a little bit, and that's okay. But make sure you adjust it before you really want to get serious and lock down in here. So this is about where I keep mine, because I can sit up and get and be able to shoot and not have anything interfere with my bow. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this through, just to give you the visual on this. Now I'm locked in. So you have your tree, your seat, and I'll put my hook right there. And once we get this on here, and like I said, this is all just for demo purposes basically. I wouldn't be doing this in the field normally. Wouldn't be this noisy. Okay. So I'm locked in here. Tree stand set. I'm ready to start hunting. Next thing I want to do is start pulling up my equipment. Like I said, this is my bow rope. You can use any type of rope you feel like that is necessary for you to use. Just be careful not to go ahead and get all this stuff tangled up. I have my bow. My pack's up here. I use this little thing to kind of hold my pack sometimes, so in place. But anyway, next thing is that my harness is up. My harness is right. I'm checking my harness to make sure everything is right with that. Everything is locked in. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw this down because I don't need this no more, but it was just for demo purposes. And like I said, the bow is for demo purposes. But I'm in my stand, I adjust my seat like I'm supposed to. I sit down and I'm ready to hunt. This is pretty much the basics of tree stand safety. I'm up here, I'm safe. I'm gonna go home to my family tonight, completely safe and everything. And if something would happen, I'm locked to the tree good enough to where I can be safe enough to be able to make it home. So there are many, just to talk about the safety harnesses again. There are many types of safety harnesses, like I said before. A new safety harness that came out that is real I find is real nice, and I might upgrade to that, is the new tree spotter safety harnesses. Those are a self-descent system where you can, if you fall out of a tree, you can just descend to the ground, and which is really nice. So I might jump to that. That is something that everybody maybe should look at. I find it's worth the extra money, because actually a safety harness like this, if you fall out the tree, you're definitely going to be stuck in the tree, and you're going to have to use, usually I have a little strap or rope with me that allows me that you put it in your safety harness, you hook it to your safety harness, and you can stand up with your feet to circulate your legs, because a lot of times your blood will start cooling after being in the tree for a while. Also, always carry a cell phone with you. You may not have you may have service, you may not. So those are one things that's another thing you can do in case you do happen to fall out of a tree. All right, I'm going to show you the descent. I already put my bow on the ground, so now I'm going to get ready to climb down the tree to go home for the day, or go to the camp for the morning. I pull my rope down. I'm going to unlock my top section from the tree. Put this in my pockets. Unhook my seat from the tree. Put my feet in. And down we go. And I'm a pretty tall dude at 6 foot, so I can get down up and down these trees pretty quick. Okay, once you get a certain height, my rope starts getting tight after a certain height. Basically, you just take this rope and you come on down. This is a perfect example why you don't climb a tree with lots of vines and ropes, because your stuff is hard and difficult to get down. Okay guys, I'm to the point where I can unhook my safety harness. So it's safe to undo the safety harness and start. I'm going to go ahead and get down off the tree as soon as I'm done with this. Grab that back to you like that. Do that there. That there, babe. Bad thing is my strap is hooked, so at this point I'm low enough to jump out the tree. So with my strap is hooked at the bottom, as you can see, it got tangled up, but anyway, it usually works a lot better in the season than this. I'm usually more prepared, but this is, like I said, just for example purposes. So, but that's the basics of tree stand safety and how to climb a tree with a tree climber. This is Roy from Exclusive Outdoors, telling you to be safe and have fun.